Part 2 of our awards evening begins tonight as we welcome members of our music and theater department for their award presentations, Ms. Kim Smith and Mr. Chris Jarrett.
We'll begin with the Director's Award for Excellence in Jazz, presented in recognition of outstanding achievement in jazz to one who displays the highest standard of musicianship, leadership, and dedication. This year's award goes to Rob Wu. Excellence in Orchestra is also presented in recognition of outstanding achievement in orchestral music to one who displays the highest standard of musicianship, leadership, and dedication, and this award goes to Emily Cosentino. Highest award for excellence in band is presented in recognition of outstanding achievement in music and academics to a person of singular merit with regard to loyalty, cooperation, interest, quality of character, and conduct, which the Wakefield High School music program strives to impart. And this award goes to Tracy McLaughlin.
The Wakefield High School Award of Excellence in Vocal and Choral Music is presented in recognition of outstanding achievement to one who displays the highest standard of leadership, musicianship, and dedication to the fine art of singing. And this year we've split it between two very, very accomplished singers, Seth McCarthy and Jessica Feinberg. The next awards are the Theater Arts Awards, and the Director's highest award for excellence in theater production and performance goes to two very accomplished people, Margaret Stratton and Kyle Foley. The next theater awards are the Director's highest award for excellence in theater production only, and they go to Monica Sheridan and Courtney Strong. Finally, the Director's highest award for excellence in theater performance. This goes to a male and female, David Havlick and Stephanie McCarthy. I'm pleased to be presenting the Dr. Stephen F. Mayo Award This award is presented to that student who has demonstrated enthusiasm, dedication, and versatility in the performing arts, who has shown commitment to excellence in vocal, instrumental, and theatrical events at Wakefield High School. And that goes to David Habit. I'm now going to introduce Judy Bodie and the Business Department. Thank you, Joanne.
Thank you for reminding Mr. Cherry which department I chair. It is the business department, and it's been a pleasure to be at the helm of it for the last 8 or 9 years. Tonight, we'd like to congratulate and give good wishes to the class of 2001. You certainly have been an enthusiastic group of students to work with, and we would like to recognize your achievements. My co-presenter tonight is Michelle Carlson, who is the newest member of the business department. Mrs. Zarelli teaches Accounting 1 and has chosen the following 2 students to receive an award, and they are Michelle Carter and Nadia Cardoni. Accounting 2 really had to do a lot of work on their own. They worked independently because Mrs. Zarelli kept going back and forth between 2 classes, but we'd like to recognize Cliff Silva, Chris Turfrey, Jen Stewart, and Dante Nagro. Please come forward. You'll be back in short. Some of them are going to make a return appearance in the next award. We have a school bank on the premises. It's the First Educational Savings Bank, sponsored by The Savings Bank. We'd like to recognize the officers, Carrie Davis, Leanne Medeiros, Cliff Silva, Jen Stewart, and Chris Turfrey. The next 5 students are getting awards in desktop publishing. They were excellent in design, presentation, following the instructions for it and so forth. Raphael Dettori, Danielle DeVoe, Ken Hickey, Vanessa Howland, and Kevin Leahy. The next 6 boys are going to be presented awards for excellence in using the internet for research purposes and designing very original and creative web pages. Dan D'Onofrio, Jolyn Driver, Brian French, Kane LaRoche, Tim Robert, and Justin Smith. Marketing Ed 1, Valerie Busias, Leah Giambaressi, Melissa Fiore, and Michelle Lee Curley. There was one leader for Marketing Ed 3, Terry Davis. The following 5 people have received National Marketing Education Honor Award, and they are Jason Brooks, Kerry Davis, Leah Giambaressi, Pete Iengo, and Brianne Medeiros. Principal of Business, Jason Brooks. The next 3 students should be millionaires if they keep going using the track record they've had so far in stock market. Nadia Cardoni, Tom Sherry, and Kevin Leahy. For excellence in word processing, Joe McDonald. It's my pleasure every year to give an award to the person who has been the editor-in-chief of the yearbook, which is the Oracle. This is probably one of the hardest jobs for anybody in the high school, and certainly takes up a major part of the senior year. This yearbook was given out at the class all-night party last Friday, and I hope you've enjoyed it. And will you please give a rousing clap to Jen Lynch for all of our work. my pleasure right now to introduce Mrs. Paula Smith, who is the chair of the Foreign Language Department. Thank you.
Good evening. We're going to start with Spanish awards tonight with Mr. John Salerno.
Gracias. The truth be known, I'd really like to give out 29 awards tonight because to study Spanish or any other language for 6 straight years is quite an achievement. First, I'd like to congratulate Dan Tettelbach and Jeff Dolan first. As you can see in the program, we also have an award from the Massachusetts Foreign Language Association, which goes every year to a student who exemplifies the best of every aspect of foreign language and brings an enthusiasm that is without peer. This year it goes to a young lady who's been on the stage several times before tonight, to Courtney Strong. In addition, we have some certificates of achievement for students who also have, for 6 years, been consistent in their enthusiasm and dedication to Spanish and French as well. We have certificates for Kristen Colson, Colleen Curran, Emily Cosentino, Amy Wellerman, Brian D'Onofrio, Tyler Sheehan, and Chris McManus. With more Spanish awards, Miss Ellen Rowland.
I'd like to give awards to 4 students in particular out of my Spanish 5 group for their outstanding initiative, perseverance, consistency, and overall achievement. They are Renee Botticelli, Stephen Buono Payne, Michael Capaldo, and Stephanie Frambulis. For the French Award, I'd like to introduce Mr. Redwan Motassin.
Bonsoir. This year I'm glad to present the MATLAB Award in Excellence in French to Sophie Innerfeld. And I have an Achievement Award for Jill Bergen. And now with Mrs. Paula Smith and Latin Awards.
I'd like to present the Massachusetts Foreign Language Association Awards for Excellence in Latin to Antoinette Brancato. And there's also a Massachusetts Foreign Language Award for Leadership in Foreign Languages. And that goes to a young man who's been the co-president of the Latin Club and a state officer in the Junior Classical League, Bunty Tucker. Okay, next, I have an Achievement Award in Latin. I guess, Bunty, should have had you stay up here. An Achievement Award in Latin for students who've studied Latin for 4 years and been very successful. And next I have 2 appreciation awards on behalf of the Latin Club officers who've done a lot of work this year, Vanessa Howland and Christian Moore. And I also have 2 awards to seniors who did well on the National Latin exam this year. The first one is Magna Cum Laude to Nate Wood and Cum Laude to Antoinette Brancato. And the last award we have from the Foreign Language Department, every year since about 1982, the department has given an award to a senior who has excelled in at least 2 languages. That means they studied the 2 languages for 3, 4, or 5 years and maintained a very high average. And this year that award goes to Amy Relihan. And now I'd like to introduce Mrs. Veronica Walsh, who will present math awards.
The Society of Women Engineers offers certificates to merit to 3 young women who have high achievement in science and mathematics. The students recognized have completed 3 years of science and math with distinction and are active citizens of the school and community. This year's recipients are, for highest honors, Megan Powers, high honors, Sophie Innerfield, and honors, Julie Bowen. is presented to the highest ranking senior in the advanced placement calculus class. This year's recipient is Dan Campbell, who will be attending Cornell in the fall. The Descartes Award is presented to the highest ranking senior in the advanced placement calculus class as well. These two gentlemen were very close. This year, the award goes to Michael Capaldo, who will be attending UMass Amherst in the fall. The L'Hopital Award goes to the highest ranking senior in the college calculus class. This year's recipient is Jeff Dolan, who will be attending Holy Cross in the fall.
I have the honor of giving out an award to a math team student this year, to our only senior. He's been the only senior or the only member of the class of 2001 for the last 4 years on the mathematics team. This year he was the captain, or tri-captain, James Doyle.
Each year, the Math Department awards certificates to those seniors who have achieved a final average of B- or better in all math courses at Wakefield High School. As I call your name, please come up and be recognized, and we will give you your certificates at the end of the evening in the corridor on my right. Oh, when you're finished, then just go out there and we'll give you certificates in the corridor out here. Jenna Cresta. Come on up. Chris McManus. Nathan Nelson. Ted Bertrand. Mike Calder. Kerry Davis. Courtney Strong. Emily Constantino. Jillian Bergren. Kyle Foley. Nathan Wood, Megan Powers, Dave Havlick, Stephanie Frangoulis, Jeff Dolan, Stacy Philbrook, Stephen Leahy, Colleen Curran, Nicole Chittavang, Elizabeth Laspina, Stephen Burr, Peter Iango, Allison Sokol, Courtney Burke, Tina Sersosimo, Ken Hickey, Melissa Sullivan, Kristen Polson, Cara Didario, Sophie Innerfield, Kevin Leahy, Robert Morris, Bill O'Connell, Bailey Vadalaro, Amy Relihan, Nadia Cardoni, and Dan Campbell.
Should I look to see?
present the Rhode Island School of Design Award.
Hello.
Quickly take one too. Check one. Check.
The next award is presented by the Rhode Island School of Design for artwork. And the recipient of the Rhode Island School of Design Art Award is Ms. Stacy Philbrook. Next presenter is Ms. Nancy Minicale.
Each year, the Guidance Department gives an award for personal achievement. The award goes to someone who's achieved beyond the limits of Lakefield High School. This young man is a nationally ranked yachtsman. He has sailed at the very highest level. He tried out for the Australian Olympics and missed by 2 points. The award this year goes to a young man who will call Emory Riddle his home next year. Robert Norris, please come forward. Our final presenter is the principal of our high school, Mr. Ronald Straminsky.
Each year, it gives me great pleasure at our Senior Awards Assembly to recognize some outstanding members of the junior class, a foreshadowing of what you've seen here tonight by some of the outstanding scholars of the class of 2001 is brought to our evening by members of the class of 2002. These come in the form of what are called book awards, books presented to Wakefield Memorial High School by various colleges and universities. We begin tonight with the awarding of the Brown Book Award to honor an exemplary junior who best combines academic excellence with clarity in written and spoken expression. This year, the Brown Book Award goes to Miss Allison Spindler. The Dartmouth Book Award is given each year to a top student in the junior class. The student has attained an outstanding combined academic average in 3 college preparatory subjects, 2 of which include mathematics and English. Above all, the selected student has demonstrated outstanding leadership in school activities and in the community. This year's Dartmouth Book Award goes to Maria Sinelli. The Harvard Book Award is awarded to the outstanding student in the next graduating class who displays excellence in scholarship and high character, with combined achievement in other fields. The winner of this award, through his intelligence and a variety of achievement, exemplifies Harvard's concern for excellence. In addition, this student tonight will be receiving the Rensselaer Prize For more than 80 years, Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute has awarded the Rensselaer Medal to promising secondary school students who have distinguished themselves in mathematics and science. The medal was first presented in 1916 with two purposes. One, to recognize the superlative academic achievement of young men and women, and two, to motivate students toward higher education, leading to careers in science, engineering, and the professions. Tonight, the Harvard Book Award and the Rensselaer Medal go to Mr. Edward Dunn. The Leslie Book Award is given to a top female student in the junior class who has made significant contributions to our high school and/or our community, with plans to continue her education in either the field of education, human services, management, art therapy, or counseling. This year's Leslie Book Award goes to Miss Lindsay Donegan. The Merrimack Book Award is given to an outstanding member of the junior class who has high academic and extracurricular credentials. Also has demonstrated strong leadership potential. This year, the Merrimack Book Award goes to Mr. Christopher Serino. The Princeton Book Award is given to a junior who meets two criteria. First, the student must be in the top 5% of the class academically, and second, the recipient must also demonstrate outstanding personal characteristics of character, leadership, and performance in sport, music, student government, service to the community, or other extracurricular activity. This year, the Princeton Book Award goes to Amanda Montanez. The Regis Book Award, given to a top student in the junior class for outstanding promise, exceptional leadership ability, and community service. This year, we're pleased to present the Regis Book Award to Miss Kimberly Irwin. The Smith Book Award is given to an outstanding junior who exemplifies the academic achievement, leadership qualities, and concern for others that characterize the thousands of women who have graduated from Smith College. This year's recipient of the Smith College book is Miss Jamie Quinn. The University of Massachusetts at Lowell Book Award is given to a top student in the junior class who has demonstrated high achievement in their academics. In addition, this student possesses leadership qualities recognized by both the school and the greater community. This year's University of Massachusetts at Lowell Book Award to Amanda Farrell. The Wellesley Book Award is given annually to an outstanding high school junior who exemplifies academic excellence and leadership within the school and community. This year's Wellesley Book Award goes to Ms. Cheryl Naylor. The Williams Book Award is given to a junior in the top 5% of the class who has demonstrated intellectual leadership and has made a significant contribution to the extracurricular life of the school. This year's recipient of the Williams Book is Jason Rich. On Sunday, June 10th at 2 o'clock on Colonel Landrigan Field, it's the graduation commencement of the class of 2001, and each year the graduating class is led by the class president and the class marshal. The class marshal each year is elected by members of the senior class. And at this time, I'd like to introduce and recognize the honor of Class Marshal David Laspina. David, come on. The class essayist each year is elected by the faculty of the high school. This student will be delivering an address at graduation. This year's class essayist is Miss Jenny Lynch. The salutatorian of the class of 2001 is the student with the second highest academic rank over the 4 years at the high school. The salutatorian also delivers an address at graduation, and we'd like to call forward to receive his salutatorian medal, Mr. Edward Bertrand. Each year, the top-ranking student in the high schools across the country, the valedictorian of the class, is recognized at graduation by delivering the keynote address. This year, as you've seen during the course of tonight's activity, is no surprise to anyone. We'd like to call to the podium now to recognize him as the #1 student in the graduating class of 2001, Mr. Daniel Campbell. Before we let these students go, before in particular we let Dan go, we do want to announce to everyone here that Dan Campbell is a recipient of a National Merit Scholarship. That means that 0.5% of the student population in this country scored at the level that this young man did on his PSATs. Dan Campbell will be the recipient of a Merit Scholarship. Dan? Also, during the admission procedures at Cornell University, where Dan will be attending in the fall, there is a very competitive grant called the Cornell Tradition Fellow. And on May 14th, our guidance office received a letter saying that Dan has been the recipient of a Cornell Tradition Fellowship. The fellowships range from $600 to $4,000, awarded on a competitive basis to students who are nominated during the admissions process for their outstanding commitment to work ethic, community service, leadership activities, and academic achievement. Dan, congratulations. In addition, we have one final scholarship announcement. We're going to ask this young lady to come up and join us as we complete our evening. A letter from Stonehill College. We are pleased to announce that the Stonehill College Honors Program Committee has selected Amy Relihan as an Honors Program Scholar. Amy, come on. Ladies and gentlemen, the scholars of the class of 2001, let's hear it one more time for the entire class. Thank you for coming. We'll see you at graduation. Good night.